Well, all right. How's it going, guys? Gonna be waiting for people to show up, but how's it going? How's everyone doing? Got people showing up about a second. This is Nehemiah Douglas. How's everyone doing? How you guys doing? So we got some people in the room. Give me a hello if you're here. You're ready. You're fired up. You're pumped. So I'm super pumped about this. We got people coming in. So we're gonna get started right on time, but I just want to keep introducing myself. This is Nehemiah Douglas. I'm super excited to teach you guys this stuff. I'm just waiting for more and more people to show up. I'm super pumped. Give me a hello if you guys are there. Okay, I got people saying hello. Thank you, thank you. Showing some love into the comments as well. I see. You guys are awesome so far. This is Nehemiah Douglas for all the people that are showing up just now. We are going to get started in just a second, so just want to make sure that I keep introducing myself, making sure you guys are fired up. But in the meantime, let me know where you guys are from. Drop your city or your state or your country. I know there's a few people overseas that registered. If you'd like, and I'll shout you out. Okay, I got Los Angeles, got a Dallas, Missouri. Okay, got a Pittsburgh. I was just out there. Um, Delaware. For all those people that are just showing up, we're gonna get started right on time. Just giving people more and more time to show up. But we are just right now for in the time being. I just want to hear where you guys are from. So go ahead and drop in the comment box where you're from, and I'll go ahead and shout out your city or your state or country. I see a UK. Welcome. Got another Los Angeles, Washington. Okay. Let's see here. Georgia. Nice, guys. Nice. I hope you guys are super fired up because I'm so fired up right now. I'm super pumped to teach you guys this stuff. It's going to be a great webinar. Um, Let me go ahead and put this full screen. There we go. Put this full screen. But yeah, we're going to get started in just a second. I want to give people just a couple more minutes to hop on here, and then we'll get started. But in the meantime, if you guys want to continue to drop your city or your state or wherever you're from, I will go ahead and shout you out. I'm super pumped about this, guys. It's going to be a great, the next like 60 to 90 minutes. We're going to be going over some stuff, and I really hope that you guys get a ton of value from it. All right, I got in Atlanta. Let's see. Trying to scroll, keep up with you guys' comments. You guys are awesome. Kansas City. Let's see. Got some people saying hello, showing some love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello to everyone too. You guys are awesome. For those that are just hopping on, I see a couple more people are still hopping on. This is Nehemiah Douglas. We're going to get started in just about 60 seconds or so. So just want to say hello to you guys, get you guys super fired up for the next 90 minutes, and it's going to be an awesome time. Let's see. I got an Oregon. Okay. Awesome. Never actually been up there. Got a Toronto. Nice. I was just out there in December. All right, you guys are awesome. We're going to get started in just a second, like 30 seconds. I just want to give some more people time to hop on. So if you guys want to just say hello or where you're from, I will most definitely shout it out really quick. All right, I still, I'm pumped for this. Nice. Awesome. I'm pumped for this too. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So, how's everyone doing? I'm super pumped about this. I got a bunch of people on here. I'm super excited to get started. So, let's go ahead. We're starting maybe like 30 seconds faster than I wanted to, but it's okay. We got a ton of people on here, and anyone else that tries to hop on after, they'll be able to just catch up. Okay, so for the next 60 to 90 minutes, I am going to be teaching you guys my secret Forex strategy that has made me $124,890.27 in the last 6 months while traveling the world. And all that is awesome. That's cool for me. Good job, I guess. But more importantly, what is really more important is how you guys can steal my Forex strategy in the next 24 hours or less. How's that sound, guys? You guys super pumped about that? Because that's awesome. Like I enjoyed myself. I've been traveling for like full time. I dedicated the next 3 years to travel. So I definitely want to give this to you guys. So is everyone excited for that? Everyone excited to get this information? Okay, that sounds crazy. Awesome opportunity. This is awesome. I'm so pumped. Life goals. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect, perfect. So this is awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and continue. So in the last 8 months, I have used these secrets and these Forex strategies to travel to over 15 different countries while making money from my phone or my laptop. And like I said, I dedicated the next 3 years to travel. So it's been an awesome opportunity for me to be able to do this and work from my phone and my laptop remotely while traveling the world. And it's gotten so good that honestly, I would hate if someone stole it. I got Dr. Evil here. I know you guys have probably all seen this movie. It's a hilarious movie. It's one of my favorites, but it has gotten to the point where, my life is that good right now that it would suck if someone stole it. But you guys, since you guys chose to hang out with me today and spend 60 to 90 minutes of your time with me, you guys are going to get it completely free. And, furthermore, if you guys do stay until the end, you will receive a free training from me. This is my business partner, Cottrell. It's a training that we did in the heart of Medellin, Colombia. It's where Pablo Escobar is actually from. Great place. So you guys will get this training completely free. Okay. But the only thing is before I share my secrets, I gotta ask something of you guys. And that is, can I have your undivided attention? Like literally, I need your full undivided attention. If I'm gonna, go through all this stuff and really try to teach it to you guys, I want to make sure that you guys actually get it. So that means, log out of Facebook. I promise you, logging out of Facebook is probably one of the better things for your bank account. Every now and then, trust me. So log out of Facebook. Put your phone on airplane mode. Tell everybody that you can't talk right now. Whatever you got to do, so that I can get your full undivided attention. That sound good? Do I have everyone's attention? That fine? If I have your undivided attention, if we can make that promise to each other, put yes in the comment box, or I have your full undivided attention. Okay. So got yes, 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 absolutely, definitely. I'm pumped. Let's get started. You have my full attention. All right, cool. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Spending the time with me and giving me you guys' full attention. So let's go ahead and get started. So a little bit about me, for those that don't know, my name is Nehemiah Douglas, and I'm what the industry considers a Forex education expert. I really don't know how the title came about, but I'm not gonna say no. It just kind of came, so I mean, I'm happy with it. But that is because even though it says over 350, I now have over 400 Forex students all around the world that have taught my Forex training strategy too. And out of those 400 students, I have helped them to create multiple dozens upon dozens of 5 and 6 figure student testimonials in the Forex market. So it's been pretty awesome. And because of all the accomplishments and stuff, I don't like to say success yet because I'm not ready yet. I don't feel successful yet. But because of all those accomplishments, I have been featured on 250 plus articles, radio shows, and podcasts, all online. And here's just some of the places I've been featured on: Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, Yahoo Finance, Seeking Alpha, Market Watch. And if you pick up the April issue of Forbes magazine, you will see me in it. Okay, so it's been a pretty cool ride. Here's just some of the pictures that from my journey so far. This is me and my partner with Mr. Brian Tracy when he interviewed us about Forex and our Forex movement. Here's me with Damon John. I'm sure you guys all have heard of him. He's from the hit TV show Shark Tank. Awesome guy, super humble. It was an amazing experience being in his presence. Bottom left here is me getting interviewed by Wall Street Business Network. So that was pretty cool experience. They were just interviewing me about Forex in our movement. And then bottom right is me with Mr. Tai Lopez at a party in San Diego. So that was awesome. Like, all that's great. That's been a great ride, just meeting some of my mentors and stuff, because these are definitely guys that I've looked up to since I first became an entrepreneur and definitely a trader. So, but my favorite of all, my absolute favorite of all, is travel. Okay. And like I said, I dedicated the next 3 years to travel. I'm only 8 months in. I've been able to hit 15 different countries in the last 8 months, while making $124,890.27. So here's a couple of my pictures from my travels. There's plenty of more, but these are like some of my favorite ones. This is from my penthouse in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. Like I said, I stayed in the heart of Medellin, right where Pablo Escobar is from. Great place, guys. If you guys have never been there, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's safe. I promise you. Definitely check it out. Here's me with, in front of a private jet. And then this last picture is me at the London Eye. So it's been great. It's been awesome, so, but yeah, but saying all that, I kind of have to give you my little disclaimer. You're not going to make $124,890.27 at least right away. Okay. I'm pretty sure like all of you guys are smart. I know you guys are smart. You guys seem smart just from the chat and all that stuff. So, and the fact that you're even here shows that you guys are smart. But can we all agree that, you're not going to make $124,890.27 at least right away? Maybe after all this training and stuff, maybe down the road. I don't want to say that you never will, but you're not going to make it right away. Is that everyone cool with that? Can we all be on one accord with that? All have some understanding? Yes, of course, definitely, agreed. Okay, perfectly. All right. So, yeah, like $124,000 is not our goal for this webinar. And honestly, when I first started trading, it wasn't my goal either. Just a little bit of background. At first, I really just wanted to cover some bills. Like I was hardworking. I was an entrepreneur. I was starting up my own stuff, but I was still working full time. And I was starting my own ventures and stuff. I wasn't looking for like, investors and like people to fund me, and I wasn't taking out loans or anything like that. I was just another hardworking individual trying to start his own company on the side. And the way I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what, if I could find something just on the side that like, online or a little bit automated or whatever, if I found something on the side to just cover a few bills, then I can use the money from my job to fund the projects that I am really trying to do. And I'm sure some of you guys on this webinar are are feeling the exact same way. Like if you could just cover just a few of your bills, you'll have extra money to invest in the areas that you really want to. And I totally see eye to eye with that because, like I said, I was the exact same way. But then it was till one day, everything kind of changed for me. I was actually at work. I was sitting at my job and I was, hopefully my old boss isn't on this webinar. I hope that she isn't, but I was sneaking around, I was on Instagram at my job's desk, and I was scrolling, and there's this guy. I really don't even know how we followed each other, but he was a couple years younger than me, and mind you, I'm 24, so he was a few years younger than me, and his caption was, "I made $3,000 today from my smartphone," and I don't know about you guys. I'm sure some of you guys are. But, for me, I'm a huge dreamer. And one thing that I do, especially when I was at my job and I was just kind of going through the motions, is I would sit there and I would just dream about all the things that I actually wanted. And then when I read that caption, I made $3,000 today from my smartphone, I started like kind of putting the numbers together. And, let me let you know this, just for the sake of a laugh. Like when I was at my job, I would literally just sit there and dream about traveling. I would even go to the links of like going on Google Maps and pulling up the street view and like Googling random places just so I could kind of the best things. You could buy the best things, do the best things with the best people. Like honestly, you're a multimillionaire if you go to Colombia with $3,000. And then even though it doesn't stretch as far, that's 2 to 3 full weeks in London, England. Okay. And that's full on experience, guys. That's like having fun and like going to the best places and stuff. Like, that's awesome. So, I was like, you know what? I got to reach out to this guy. And I did, and the rest is history. He didn't end up being my mentor or anything, but, I always thank him for being the person that introduced me to Forex and let me know at least what it was so I could take it from there. So like I said, rest is history. Now I'm currently trading full-time all around the world, averaging anywhere from 20,000 to 30,000 per month, taking just 10 to 20 trades. Okay. So that's fast forwarded now. Now I know that I work with numbers like all day long, but I honestly am not the best when it comes to math. And honestly, I wasn't even that good of a student. So if there's anybody on this webinar that, you guys are pretty good with math or you got a calculator handy real quick, imagine, if I'm making 10 to 20 trades and making what I make, imagine if you just took the ratios and you just took 1 to 3 trades per month. I'm taking 10 to 20, making what I make. Imagine what it could do for you in your life, just taking 1 to 3. It's pretty cool, right? Drop a yes if that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty awesome. If you could just take 1 to 3 trades, if that would make a difference in your life. I got yes, absolutely. I'm already in love with this. Possibilities are endless. Brilliant. Holy cow. It's awesome. It's definitely awesome. Like the numbers and the power of Forex can be amazing in your life. Okay. So with that said, my goal for the remainder of this webinar is if you're already a Forex trader, I want to make sure that you stop failing, because chances are if you are on this webinar, you're not profitable. You're looking for something else. You're looking for help. You're looking for a way to stop seeing losses. And I want to help you in that area if you're already a Forex trader. If you have never traded before, ever, like even if you never even knew what Forex was before this webinar, I want to help you to cut your learning curve in half, maybe even like 3/4 of the way, and get you on the right track, fast tracked. Okay. I want to get you guys successful quick. All right. Let's cut some things in half. Now, real quick, last time I did one of these webinars, I just assumed that everyone knew what Forex was. So I added this slide in so I could take maybe like just 15 seconds explaining actually what Forex is, because I don't want to assume everybody knows. So if that's cool with everyone, I'm just going to take that time. So Forex is very, very similar to the stock market, except with the stock market, we're trading equity of a company, whereas with Forex, we're trading currency of an economy. Okay, so we're basically trading equity of an economy, if that makes sense. All right, so it's very, very cut and dry. We're buying and selling currency and exchanging it for profit. All right, so like I said, just a real quick rundown. You know, an elaborate definition isn't going to be beneficial on this webinar anyway, but just so you have an understanding. All right, so like I said, for the rest of the webinar, I'm going to be revealing to you 3 secrets on how you can steal my trading strategy in the next 24 hours or less. All right, everyone excited? I know I've been talking a lot. I want to see some comments. Is everyone excited for this to get started? Got yes. Okay, it just blew up. Hold on. Slow down, guys. Slow down. Yes, 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 yes. Definitely. Let's do this. Pumped, excited. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm so glad that you guys are pumped, because I'm pumped. Like you guys should see the energy that I have right now. All right, so let's go ahead and cover these 3 secrets. So secret number 1, how to start trading Forex without any kind of background knowledge, technology, or resources. Okay, so I know that this is a big one for most people, especially when they're first getting started. All right, so I'm going to be talking about that. Secret number 2, how to start seeing Forex profits in less than 30 minutes per day. All right, it does not, I promise you, it does not take a lot of time to be profitable in Forex, guys. I promise you. I'm one of the laziest traders ever, and I honestly have to be with as much as I travel. So I'm going to be breaking that down on how you can start seeing your profits in less than 30 minutes per day. And then the last one, secret number 3, how to almost, I cannot guarantee it, almost guarantee you'll never lose a trade or blow an account. Okay, so we're going to be talking all about this, but let's go ahead and jump in to secret number 1, how to start trading Forex without any kind of background knowledge, technology, or resources. Okay, so let's start with a little backstory. When I first started trading, you know, honestly, everything seemed hard. Okay, and I got the 3 Stooges here to kind of help me out. It was literally like pulling teeth. Like I was like reaching out to people, and I was like Googling stuff online, and you know, like the people I was reaching out to, like they would act like they were like way too good for me to like teach me things, and then they would try to charge me like these astronomical amounts, you know, to teach me the like most basic stuff ever, stuff that I could find on YouTube. And then the stuff on YouTube wasn't helpful at all, and it didn't work really. And then I would find people that were actually willing to help, but those people, they either like they didn't know what the heck they were talking about in the first place, or they would send me stuff that like, you know, that was just like basic also, or they were the type of person that would try to fill me with doubt and give me a bunch of misconceptions. Okay. And honestly, if you guys were to go on Google right now and type in cons of Forex trading, you'll probably find all of these. You know, you might even be able to find it on how to trade Forex, because they're huge. And if you guys have heard any of these, you know, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat box, because I guarantee you've heard at least one of them. So I was told when I first got started that the Forex market is unpredictable, that's too fast of a market, it takes years and years to master, that people always lose money. And then at the biggest one of all, and I'm sure for a fact you guys have heard this one, that every training is a scam or no good. If you guys have heard these before, Like, drop a yes in the comment box if you've heard at least one of these or some of these, because these are huge. Like like most people have heard these before they even know what Forex is. Got all the time. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, this is a live recording since someone threw that one in there. I've heard most of these. Yes, definitely all the time again. Yeah, like they're huge. All right. They're always told. And honestly, I almost believe them. I really almost believe them, because when I first pulled up a chart like this, this is actually one of my favorite currencies to trade, or currency pairs to trade. This was terrifying. Honestly, this was absolutely terrifying. Like, what is actually going on here? Like, these are, if for those that don't know, this is obviously a chart, but these individual things here, if I were to zoom in, they're candlesticks. But I'm like looking at this in the beginning, when I first started trading, I'm like, how does this make me money? Why does it make me money? Like, I have all these questions, and it just seemed way too confusing. Like way too confusing. I had no idea what was going on. And then obviously, like I said before, nobody was willing to help me. And the reason why it seemed so confusing is because I was looking at all the wrong things. Literally, all the wrong things. And, obviously it took time. I threw a lot of money at the market. Like, I was losing money. I was gaining a little bit here and there. And I was putting things together, like putting my own little like system, I guess you can say, together, and taking notes every chance I could, looking up stuff. And finally, after some trial and error, things finally started to make sense. Okay. Now, in the upcoming slides, I'm obviously going to be sharing with you guys what made sense for me and how you can apply it yourself. But first, I want to share with you guys a quote. It's a quote that most of us have heard all of our lives, because it's a very, very popular quote. And that quote is, "What goes up must come down," by Isaac Newton. Okay? I'm sure most of you guys have heard this. Like, I guarantee most of you guys have heard this. Yes, I've heard it. Yes, I've heard it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. Like, the chat box kind of blew up right there. So yeah, most of you guys have heard this quote. Now, when I applied this quote to the Forex market, some things kind of started to click for me. Okay, like, I feel like, Isaac Newton didn't really realize what he was onto, way back then. Because it applies like huge when it comes to the Forex market. So you guys remember this scary chart that we were just looking at like a couple slides back? I'm going to put something on it on the next slide, and it's going to be a little less scary. Okay. It's going to be just a little less scary. What about this one? When I started looking at the Forex market like this, it didn't seem scary anymore. Because look, here's the reason why. And if it's still scary to you, that's no problem. But I'm going to break it down why it's not. It only is going in two ways. It's going up and it's going down. It's going up again and it's going down. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, so on and so forth, over and over and over and over again. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that when we look at the Forex market in simple terms, it's not confusing. We just got to time it right. And that's what led me to one of the biggest questions I've ever made as a Forex trader: is the market on a timer? And this question blew me away when I started really diving deep into it, because if the market is on a timer, when can we expect it? All right. So let's talk about some quick facts. The Forex market is made up of $4 to $6 trillion traded daily. That's a lot of money. Okay, that makes it the largest market in the world. But here's the biggest thing: it's one of the least talked about markets. Why is that? Why is that? I guarantee you, most people don't know, like what uh, the reason before or the reason for that, because I sure didn't when I first got started. Something just didn't add up. But when I realized, I was like, what the heck? Like that's fishy. It's a little sketchy, huh? Like it's this huge market. People are apparently making all this money with it, but it seems like nobody knows about it. Like it's just fishy to me, like that little instinct feeling kind of kicked in. So what I did is I started doing my research. Okay, started doing my research. Now this is an article. Well, it's not really an article. It's pulled straight from Wikipedia. And on the right here, as you can see, it's saying top 10 currency traders. Okay, and if you look at them, it's saying Citibank, J.P. Morgan, UPS, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America. I hate Bank of America. I'm sorry, like no offense to the people that have Bank of America, but I hate them. Why are they in the top 10 currency traders? I know that they said Wikipedia isn't the most reliable source when we were in high school, but in this case, it kind of stands out. And then I asked myself, why in the heck are the banks trading? Okay. And you know what's funny? I went through the trouble of adding up, like, I know that it's kind of cut off here, but it says market share here on the right. And if you add up all these numbers, why do they make up nearly 70% of the market? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Why is it that some of the biggest banks in the entire world are making up 70% of the market? Okay, but then it hit me. It hit me big time. I mean, it hit me like a like bag of bricks, guys. Like honestly, like it hit me hard. Okay, and I had one of the biggest oh my god moments that I've ever had. But honestly, I'm grateful for it. Like because it changed the rest of my life. Or the following months after that, it changed it entirely. Okay, my face looked like this though. Literally, it looked just like this. The oh my god moment that I had, and the thing that I realized the most was the banks are out to get us. Like, let that settle in. The banks are out to get us. They make up nearly 70% of the Forex market. Where us, I know that this isn't like a real detailed pie graph here, but we have less than 30% market share. People just normal people, just like me and you, on this webinar, we have even less than 30% market share, while they have this giant 70%. Okay? And they're out to get us. It has to be true. They have enough money to move the market. Okay? Now, I kept really pondering on this, like, after finding this information and digging deep and stuff. And another quote kind of stood out to me. And that quote is one of my favorites. It's by Warren Buffett. If you guys, I'm hoping that you guys know who Warren Buffett is. He's a multi-billionaire entrepreneur and investor. Okay. And the quote that he has is, I will tell you how to become rich. Close the doors. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. Okay. What does he mean by that? Like, what did that actually mean? Like, when I started really pondering on it, I'm like, what does that mean? Like, this is one of the most, like, amazing investors out there. Like, this is Omaha's Oracle. It has to be deeper than just a fancy little quote he came up with in his free time. It has to be so much deeper than that. And after, like, pondering on it, things finally made sense. Okay. Now here's how it goes down. I'm going to break it down on what made sense to me. When enough of us buy, people like you and I, just normal people that, we go to work, we go to school, we take care of our families, whatever. We have a 30-minute commute, maybe 3 hours if you're in LA. When enough of us buy, the banks sell, and vice versa. If enough of you, people like you and I, sell, the banks buy. And what this does with that huge 70% that they have, it helps them to trap us into trades from their platform. These are the top 10 currency traders. Okay? They have enough money to trap us into trades. And the reason why they're able to gobble up our money is because they understand our fear and our greed. We're normal, everyday people. We do a 3-hour commute to work so we can work that paying job. And we come home, we have a little extra after we pay our bills. We put it into the Forex market. We're trying to make money. We're trying to take care of our families. And we see a trade starting to go bad. Okay? And we freak out. And they understand this. They know that we're going to freak out. They know we're going to close the trade, or we're going to, we're going to get greedy and we're going to put too much onto a trade and gamble too big. They understand that. So they do the same thing each and every week to take that hard-earned money. Every single week. Okay? So after I understand this, I started looking a little bit deeper. I started recognizing how they move, I started recognizing patterns on the chart. And this is the same chart that we were looking at earlier. It just goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down. And I started looking at other pairs, other currencies. I really started just tapping in to how they think, what they do, why they do it. And I started to really understand them. And when I developed a system around their behavior, my trading game went through the absolute roof. Like literally, like it just exploded, guys. Like it just it was like 0 to 100 within no time at all. Like this is a screenshot from my trading account. With me, and just from the month of January, profiting $37,881.96. Okay. And the funny thing is, all I do to attain this is I follow the exact same pattern every single week. And it pays off. Like I said, my trading game, I went from being so frustrated and disappointed and not understanding things to my trading game just going through the roof. And finally, once I felt I had pretty much perfected it, and I was seeing enough success, and it was constant, it was consistently, I was consistently profiting, I decided to run a case study. And this is a screenshot from a YouTube video. It's up on YouTube. It's public. You guys can go find it after the webinar. With one of my students, I did a Periscope session where I was like, you know what? I want to help a few people make $10,000 in 30 days. Okay. And this guy, I had quite a few people reach out to me, but this guy is the only person that stuck with me through the entire training. I think when I did my cuts and stuff, I had like 8 people that I was going to train. They all showed up for the first session. And I did 5 3-hour sessions to teach everything that I knew. Okay. And this guy, his name is Wakar. He lives in the United Kingdom. He's the only one that actually stayed on all of my trainings. When it showed up, I would hear his little keyboard typing, just going crazy with notes. And he made it. He did the $10,000 in 30 days. He sent me a screenshot and a text on the last day. I had just gone to Colombia. And he sent me a screenshot and a text on the very last day of the 30 days and was like, I have over 10,000 in my account now. I'm super pumped. And he was hooked after that. And now he's one of my top students, clearing consistent 6-figure months. And he's on track to become my very first millionaire student in probably, I would say, in the next 1 to 2 months. Okay. So this dude just blew up from me spending all this time with him. We did 15 hours worth of training to teach him this one pattern. Okay. So I have to ask you guys, everyone that's on this webinar, I want to ask you guys, and you guys can answer in the chat box. I know I've been talking a lot, so I want to hear from some of you guys. Could you follow just one pattern? You know, it seems pretty easy now, right? Like it doesn't seem so hard. It doesn't seem so scary now when it's just one pattern. Got absolutely. Yes, 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 of course. I'm ready to get started. This is unreal. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, like it doesn't seem so scary anymore. You know, we no longer need the background knowledge or the crazy technology, special resources, or all these years and years of experience. You know, the pattern, you follow just one pattern, it makes it a piece of cake. Truly. Okay? So let's move on to secret number 2. How to start seeing Forex profits in less than 30 minutes per day. All right. So I know some of you guys, you're probably like, all right, Nehemiah, like, you know, all this sounds great, but, you know, it sounds a little too good to be true. You know, like you're probably saying like some of these questions like, you know, how in the heck do I even learn the pattern? You know, if this is you, go ahead and drop a yes in the comment box. You're probably like, why? How in the heck do I even learn the pattern? You know, because you just said that it took you weeks upon in months to learn it, and then it took you 15 hours to teach it to somebody. How the heck am I supposed to learn the pattern if I have work in school? You know, it sounds like, you know, it takes a lot of time. If this is you, drop a yes in the comment box. Like if this sounds like you right now. Because I'm going to break it down on why it's not going to take you a long time to actually start seeing some gains. God, yes. Yes. I'm nervous. Yes. Definitely me. Yeah, like, you know, it's fine. Okay. Like that's totally fine if you're thinking some of these questions. I'm not mad at you. I promise you, I won't kick you off. Not yet, at least. I'm just playing. No, like, okay. So, you know, a little bit more backstory about me. Like when I first started trading Forex, I was told to memorize all these patterns. Some of the patterns that you see here, like, you know, bullish candles and bearish harames, or what is that? Isn't that the gorilla that got killed last year? Like, you know, like how am I supposed to memorize all of this stuff? Basically, simply put. Honestly, like I would reach out to people, those guys that, like, you know, they would act like they were big shot traders and stuff. They would send me this, like, memorize it. I'm like, how? How? You know, like if you look at any chart, you know, not only can it be hard to identify these, but there's multiple charts. There's multiple chart times and stuff. Like, how am I supposed to memorize all this? And then they'd follow up with this one, like, memorize this one. All these market formations, double tops and double bottoms, falling wedges and rising wedges. Like, how was I supposed to memorize all of this stuff? Because remember, when I first came across Forex and started, you know, learning Forex, I was still working. So I didn't have time for that. You know, like I didn't have any time at all, really. You know, like, plus I was an entrepreneur. I didn't have time for all this stuff. You know, all this crap. Because that's what it is. You know, to me mainly is it's a load of crap. You know, so what if I told you that I don't need any of that stuff, especially the previous 2 slides? I don't need any of that stuff to trade. I don't need support and resistance lines. I don't need annoying trend lines. I don't need tons of pointless patterns and overhyped news events or anything else that takes a ton of time. I don't need any of that crap to trade at all. That's the funny part. because I've become more profitable than a lot of those guys. The real secret though is I actually only use one chart and one indicator to trade, and it works nearly every single time. Okay. So I got a question for you guys. Real quick question. I want you guys to respond to it. How would you guys like to see a quick preview of how I trade? It's not a video. I just got a picture for you guys on the next slide. I want to show you how simple it is for me to trade and understand what's going to happen and where the money is. You guys want to see a quick preview? How's that sound? I'm ready. Yes, yes. I'm pumped. Bring it on. Yes, 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 yes. Please. Definitely stoked. All right, cool. So I'm going to show you guys just a real quick preview. This is how I trade. And remember, this is that chart that we were looking at earlier. Well, one of them. We looked at a couple. This is that chart that we were looking at earlier. And from these three little indicators, I'm able to understand where the market's going, what's happening, and where the money is. Okay? With this one little indicator and strategy, I can understand market direction in 10 minutes or less. Okay? Which I'm able to enter my trades at the most pristine times with the utmost confidence. Okay? Like, honestly, doesn't that sound awesome, guys? Doesn't that sound awesome? Like being able to understand the market in 10 minutes or less and being able to get in confidently. That sound awesome? I just blew up. Awesome, 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 awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely too good to be true, or sounds too good to be true. It does, right? It does sound too good to be true, but it's absolutely correct. And honestly, I don't blame you for saying that, because people never believe how simple it is, ever. And here's just some of the testimonials that I've gotten from my students. Okay, I have I have 400 students. These are just some. All right. He said, this first one on the left, "Hey man, I bought your lessons last week and just finished watching all the videos. It can't actually be that simple and easy. But after looking at the blah, 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 I didn't want to put it in there. It has to be. So I wanted to thank you in advance before I actually start." Okay. This next one, "Bro, the strategy hit me so hard so quick yesterday. Made 340 yesterday and already up 360 today." Okay. This one down here, $1,161 for the day and still have 2 positions held throughout the weekend. I literally just started using the strategy today. And then one more, "You guys helped me change my life. I just want to give a token of appreciation back by helping the new guys show that this works." Okay? Nobody believes how simple it is, guys. Nobody. So I don't believe, like, I don't blame you guys for saying that, honestly, because I'm able to understand market direction in less than 10 minutes, get in at the most pristine times, and trade with the utmost confidence. Okay? And you know what? That's awesome. But the best part about it is set and forget. You can set your trades and completely forget about them. Okay? And that's what I do. Honestly, like, I have to. Like, literally, I actually have to, because I've had, 15, 16-hour flights to Asia and, all these different places. I've had plenty of times where I'll set a trade before I get on the plane or right before I have to put it on airplane mode, and I'll get off of the plane to profit. Okay? I could set it and forget it. That's the best part. It's all on my phone and my laptop. I set it and forget it. It runs for me whether I'm sleeping, I'm eating, on vacation, traveling the world to 15 different countries, at work, at school, or simply just spending time with family. Okay? So I have to ask you guys, this is an important question. real important question. Could you spare at least 30 minutes per day? I know some of you guys busy, you might not even have 2 minutes, but I feel like most of us, we got at least 30, maybe an hour if you're daring. Got, yeah, like, yes, of course, 100%, 110%. Okay, that guy, he might be the one that has an hour. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, most of us could spare 30 minutes per day to trade. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of time, I promise you. Okay, so let's move on to the last secret number 3. All right, because I know everything up to this point has probably sounded like awesome. You're probably like, all right, like, this is cool. But my biggest fear is I don't want to lose a bunch of money. And I understand that. I completely get that. When I first funded my very first Forex account, like I said, I was working, plus I had a business on the side. I had launched a mobile app, so I had spent like tens of thousands of dollars getting this mobile app out of my own personal money. So I understand completely, you know. And when I first started with funding my account, I started with $200, and I didn't want to lose that $200. I had been going out and stuff like, yeah, like I invested in myself, but I was going out and that was my money for food and play and all this stuff. I didn't want to lose my $200. And I'm sure some of you guys, if you've ever made an investment or thought about an investment, you're probably like, I don't want to lose my money either. And I completely get that. Like, I completely get it 100%. So just stick around. I'm going to show you guys how you can almost guarantee you'll never lose a trade, all right, or blow an account. But first, let's take a look at some of the stats, okay? Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. 90% of new traders do fail, okay? That's just the unfortunate truth. I want to be 110% transparent on this webinar. I want to be completely honest. 90% of new traders do fail. And the reason for that is because, 1, they don't have a system. 2, they jump in prematurely. 3, they don't have the right mentor. And then the worst thing of all, honestly, and some of you guys, if you guys are already previous traders, you're probably doing this. They do what everyone else is doing. Okay? Everyone. Like, it seems like 90% of people, they come in, they go after people like I was doing. I was reaching out to all these people that I thought were awesome traders just so I could do what they're doing. And they would send me, those little charts or whatever that we looked at and, kind of agreed that they were garbage. Everyone does this. They come into the Forex market and they do what everyone else is doing. And if I didn't make it clear, we are at war, people. We're at war with the banks. I got my little military baby to help me out. We are at war with the banks, guys. Like, the big guys at the banks have that 90% of people that come in, they think they're going to make $1 million in the first year. The big guys, or we should probably call them small guys, because they're just, hunting down these innocent people's money. They have that 90% all figured out. Okay, they know exactly what you're gonna do before you do it. We're at war with the banks. You can't come in and do what everyone else is doing and expect to make money, because 90% of people that are in this industry aren't making money. Okay, so I pulled this article from forextraders.com. And honestly, even now that I'm a mentor, have 400 students around the world, when I read articles like this, it honestly sends chills down my spine. So I pointed something out on here that we could take a look at. So in the circle, I have a little line through it. It says, fear, along with greed and hope, are the main trading emotions that make the Forex market move. Okay? I don't know about you guys. But when I read that kind of stuff, it sends chills down my spine, because really, really think about what has been said there. Fear, along with greed and hope. Hope. I thought hope was a good thing. Are the main trading emotions that make the Forex market move. The Forex market is literally moving off of my emotions. Are you kidding me? Does that like hit home for anybody else on here on this webinar? Like that's scary to me, honestly. How is an entire market moving off of my emotions? That makes me think of like I'm sure some of you guys played it. That old school Atari game Centipede. You know, you have to like shoot the little centipede before it comes to get you, but it's like at the same time it's like eating all these little things, and it's like getting longer and longer and longer, just hunting stuff down. Like that's how I envision the banks when they see some fear and some greed and some hope. They're that giant centipede just chasing the money down, getting fatter and fatter and fatter. But here comes the worst part, the absolute worst part. The stuff that I've been teaching you guys for the last almost hour now is extremely hard to find online. If you were to type in right now on Google, how to trade Forex, I guarantee you'll find all this crap, the crap that I would get all the time in the beginning, no problem. You'll get it no problem. It'll probably pop up, and it'll be the first link. First 10 links probably. You'll see some stuff like this. Okay? And it's absolutely sad. I don't know, like it blows me away, honestly. Like it makes me sad when I think about it because, I haven't been able to reach that many people yet. You know what I'm saying? To teach this kind of stuff. Now I'm not going to say that like all of this is useless. Like these chart patterns and all this stuff, like there's definitely some stuff that I could teach you with this that will really help you out with your trading. But the one little detail that all this stuff leaves out, okay, like the one little detail is that the banks make the market. The banks make the market. The banks make the market, guys. Like we got to say it over and over and over and over again because I want you guys to really, really get it. If you see a double top and the banks make the market, how could any of this be useful? All these candle patterns, the formations and stuff, if the banks are the ones that put it there, if they're the ones that put it on a chart, basing off of our emotions, how could any of this be useful? Truly. Like, how could any of this be useful? When you really think about it, it's like an epic game of chess. Okay? This is literally all the Forex market is. There's actions, our emotions, the things that we do, that we see a double top, we hop in on it, that's our action. And the banks, all they do is they sit back and they react. They put a double top up there. They put one of those rising wedges or whatever these little things are. They wait for us to act. They sit, they'll put it there. They'll wait for us to act on it, and then they react. And every single time, it gets money in their pockets, getting them fatter and fatter and fatter. Okay, and it's actually sad, honestly. It's sad to think about it. Okay, and when I think about it, 90% of people are doing this. 90%. And I'm sure you guys remember like that old saying, like that mom used to say, like, if your friends jumped off a bridge or your friends jumped off a building or, whatever, something high. This is what, like, this meme cracks me up because this guy literally does not care at all about his well-being right now. But anyways, 90% of people are like this guy. 90%. Okay? 90% of people are doing exactly this. They're doing what everybody else is doing, and they don't realize that the market is reacting off of them. Okay? So, like I said, there's actions and there's reactions. So I have a question for you all. Really, really important questions. I want all you guys on here, it's a ton of you guys, I want all you guys to answer all at once. I want you guys to blow up the chat with your real answer. Do you want to follow or do you want to lead? Because the 90%, they're following, but the banks are leading. When I trade, I'm leading. When my students trade, they're leading. So I want to ask you guys, do you want to follow or do you want to lead? Got lead, 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 lead. I'm a leader. Never been a follower. I'm a leader. I'm a leader. Lead, lead, lead. You already know what I am. Okay, that's a good one. Lead, 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 lead. Okay, good. Like it seems like most of us or all of us, I'm a born leader. All of us are leaders on this webinar. Okay, so here's the thing. There is some bright side. There's some bright side. The latter, the 90%, the people that are followers, they make it easy on the banks. But the banks, they make it easy on us 10 percenters. The people that are on this webinar that have an opportunity to make something better of themselves in the Forex market. The latter makes it easy on the banks, but the banks make it easy on us. Okay? And here's why. Here's why it's easy. Everything in life, from the moment we're born until the moment we die, and honestly, sometimes even after, which is interesting, everything in life comes with rules. So that means that the banks, the 70% of the market, they even have rules. Okay? Here's some of their rules. They can only move the market a certain amount each week. So if they see us all selling, you know, they see the 90% selling, they can't just push the market up with a buy for months on end. They can't. Like they can't do that. If they do, they're going to start to affect the world economy. And that's the best thing about Forex compared to stocks. Okay? They can only move a certain amount each week because if they move too much, they start to affect the world economy. Okay? And then another one is they're greedy pigs that love to take the uninformed's hard-earned money. And what I mean by that, simply put, they're predictable. Okay? So they have rules, guys. It makes it so much easier on us because of their rules. They can only move a certain amount each week, doing the same pattern every single time. And they have restrictions because of the world economy. So we know, even if we do some things wrong, we know that they can only do so much. And since the 90% of people are putting all their hard-earned money into the market and they're all doing the same stuff each and every week, they're going to keep preying on that. They're not going to change it. If they have a guaranteed system that works for them pretty much all the time, they're not going to stop. So they're predictable. And if we trade like them, if we trade like the bank, we're safe under their umbrella. If they buy and we buy, we're safe. If they sell and we sell, we're safe. Okay? And that's the beauty of it. So imagine this. Okay? Being able to take trades with the ultimate confidence, knowing that you're in line with the bank, that you're trading just like them. Or being able to correct any of your mistakes so that if you did get in a little bit too early, you know their restrictions. You know that they can only do so much. So you can correct your mistakes, helping you to maintain a 90%, maybe even higher success on all of your trades and trade the Forex market simply. And I put this in here because I honestly feel that way. Even rule the world sometime. Rule it on Sundays or something. Like, because I honestly feel like I'm I'm ruling the world because I hardly ever lose a trade. I'm helping people make all this money and stuff. It's awesome feeling. Being able to take trades with confidence and be able to correct any of my mistakes. Even though I'm a mentor, I still make mistakes. It's an awesome feeling. Okay? So that sound awesome, guys? How's that sound? Okay, yes. Awesome. I'm so inspired. This is incredible. This is perfect. Beautiful. Can't wait to learn. How do I work with you? Awesome. Yeah, like it really is an awesome feeling. And honestly, just ask my student Jeremy. When I first launched my training to the public, he signed up with it for the very first week. Okay, very first week, and he went from $1,000 to $6,000 in 5 days. The very first 5 days, he went through the training. He understood it right away, and he went from $1,000 to $6,000 in only 5 days. And now he's one of my top students. He's like my second top student behind Wackar, because Wackar is the only person that I trained personally. He's one of my top students, and he cleared $108,691.15 in the month of this January, 2017. He could literally stop trading for the rest of the year and be just fine. He made that in 1 month, and he's now one of my top students. Okay? This thing works, guys. The system works. Over and over and over again. Okay, so let's recap. Let's recap really quick. So the 3 secrets we went through: how to start trading Forex without any kind of background knowledge, technology, or resources. We talked about how there's just one pattern that you follow every single week. Secret number 2, we talked about how to start seeing Forex profits in less than 30 minutes per day using one chart and one indicator, and being able to set and forget and leave your platform. And then secret 3, how to almost guarantee you'll never lose a trade or blow an account, because we understand the market fully. Okay? Those are the 3 things that we've covered so far. So let me ask you guys all a question. We've had fun for the last little over an hour. I've taught you guys a bunch of valuable information, stuff that I literally charge for. Taught you guys all this outrageous information. You guys are all fired up. I've been seeing your comments coming in. You guys are just like killing me over here, because I see it in my right eye. Like, I just see the little thing kind of flickering while I'm trying to look at the presentation. So let me ask you guys all a question. Yeah, I've went through all this stuff. Yeah, we've had some fun, but tell me if this is you right now. You're the guy on the floor, and Hulk Hogan is like body slamming the crap out of you right now. Or Hulk Hogan / Forex is still body slamming the crap out of you right now. You're the guy on the floor. If that's you, drop a "yes, that's me" in the comment box right now. And it's totally fine. Like, if that's you, it's totally fine. Like, I'm not judging you. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not judging you. God, yes, a little bit. That's me. After I learned this, not anymore. Only a little. Somewhat. Kinda. Me. This is me. I'm knocked out. Okay. All right. So there's a few of you guys. I read at least like 10 to 12 of them that just came in right now. All right. So, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay. But, I want to ask you guys, I obviously have something put together for you that I do want to sell. We got to that point of the presentation. So, but I want to ask for permission to actually spend maybe 10, 15 minutes going over the package that I have for you. It's called the Forex Fortune Factory. And I want to ask for permission, though, to kind of go over this offer, because what if I could help you to put all the stuff that I've taught you over the last hour or so into a step-by-step process, to where you can actually apply all this stuff, all this information, the nitty-bitty details of it all, and put it all into a step-by-step process so that you can actually be profitable. How's that sound? That sound cool? I just wanted to make sure that I have permission, because the thing is if this is a free webinar, so I don't want to step any boundaries or anything. So I just wanted to make sure I have permission to teach you guys this stuff. Okay, so all right, got yes, got permission. Let's see. You guys are going a little bit too fast for me. Hold on. Okay, I got yes, please, definitely, let's do it. Of course, you have my permission. Definitely again, yes. Please do. Let's get it started. Okay, perfect. I mean, it seems like 70-80% of you guys are cool with that. So I just wanted to make sure that it's okay, because like I said, this is a free webinar, so I want to make sure that you guys are actually okay with it. I'm taking action. That perfect. So all right, so let's talk about the Forex Fortune Factory, and this is the offer that we put together for you guys to help you put all the stuff that you've learned today into a step-by-step process. So let's talk about what you're actually going to get with the Forex Fortune Factory. All right, so I know that there's a lot of programs out there, especially education programs, where they make you pay month to month. But with the Forex Fortune Factory, you do get lifetime access to the membership and into our community. So the Forex Fortune Factory members, they receive Forex Fortune Factory 5 core modules, and that includes the Newbie Zone video. So it doesn't matter if you had never heard about Forex before this webinar, before you're a complete noob. This is all the information that you need to get you up and running within just a few minutes. It's going to tell you, it's going to cut the fluff, all the crap that I got in the beginning, and it's going to go straight for the stuff that you actually need to be successful. Then you got the Foundation Fortunes module, where everything starts with the foundation. We're going to be talking some about the rules and stuff to follow, some of the guidelines. Then you got your level leveraging course, the 15-minute profits course, where you're going to be talking about how to use the 15-minute chart for absolute domination. And then we're going to be going on the simplification domination module, where I literally take everything that was in the previous 4 modules and it ties it all together into like a step-by-step process. Okay, and it's broken down very, very simply within like 30-45 minutes, and it just makes sense for everything. Okay, then you also get the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads, and the live interactive members group chat and Facebook group, even though it doesn't say it on there. Okay, so what you'll learn with all this is you'll learn the exact pattern to use against the bank that we talked about on secret number 1. You'll get the indicator settings and chart setup that'll help you to see market direction in 10 to, some people may see it in 30 minutes. So, I've gotten to the point of 10. So you're going to get those indicator settings and chart setup. You're going to get the deep trading psychology. You're going to get account risk management. You're going to get entries and exits. So that you can get in and out of your trades at the most pristine times, and so much more. Okay. Look how it helped one of my students. His name is Devin. I believe he's out of Maryland. So I think we saw a couple Marylands from the beginning. I thought I saw like 1 or 2. But when he first purchased the training, he started with $1,000. He practiced on demo for a little bit. When he first went live, he made $850 in profit his very first week. And then he made $5,000 in profit his second week. And this guy is still killing it. I saw him in our chat not too long ago. It actually kind of made me laugh. I wish I could have pulled it if I would have thought about it. But he posted up a screenshot of him making like $1,500. And he was like, all right, I could go to sleep now. And but he's just like killing it now. So who this works for is, it works for students. It works for business owners. Like I said, I was a business owner before I even started trading, so it works perfectly fine. It works for retired. So if you're, 40, 50, 60, we do have students on our team that are in those age brackets, so it does not matter if you're retired. Military, I believe we have pretty much every single branch besides the Air Force right now. So if you're in the Air Force, we welcome you with open arms. But we pretty much have every single military branch, a part of our group, and pretty much anyone that's trying to better themselves or further their skills in the Forex market, this works perfectly for you. So let me ask, you guys want to see a quick preview? I would have to pull it up really quick, but you guys want to see a quick preview of, what everything kind of looks like? How's that sound? God, yes. I'm going to pretty much just grab you guys by the hand. I'm going to show you guys exactly what the members area and all the modules and stuff look like, so you kind of have an idea. How's that sound? God, yes, please. So we're going to go to forexfortunefactory.com/login. Log in really quick. All right, so when you first open up your members area, you're going to be taken to a dashboard just like this. So it's going to say, welcome to Forex Fortune Factory. You're going to see a welcome video with me here in not here, but when I was in Costa Rica, I was right on the beach of Manuel Antonio Beach. So it's an awesome place. You guys should definitely check it out if you haven't already. Just welcoming you to the program and just being a part of the family. And like I said, you got your newbie zone module, your foundation fortunes. Let's see. This is when I was in Panama. I just started the video off with a quick hello. Level leveraging. This is when I was in Colombia. And then the simplification and 15-minute profits course. Then you got downloadable content, bi-weekly Q&As, additional videos, so on and so forth. Okay. So pretty cool, right, guys? And like I said, since it's so easy that I was actually traveling the entire time that I was putting this training together. So, you guys can do well with this, once you get started. So let me find the last slide that I was on really, and we'll continue. But that was a pretty cool explanation though, right? How do you guys like that? Awesome. Yes. Awesome. And to get back here 1 second. Sorry about that. All right, so now you guys are probably worrying that seems awesome. It's 5 modules, but I work, I have school, I have family, so on and so forth. If you don't have a lot of time, it's perfectly fine. It only takes 3 hours to get through the training. So you guys can definitely understand the strategy within a few hours. Honestly, that's why I said 24 hours or less, because you can go through it multiple times and have a firm understanding of what's going on in the markets within 3 hours. Okay. So let's talk about what you're going to get. You're going to get lifetime access to the Forex Fortune Factory and group chat, a $4,494 value. Plus you're going to get the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads, totaling up to a total value of $4,994. Okay. So we're not done though. You're also going to get the Forex Fortune Factory binding course. And this is not by me. It's by my partner, Cottrell Phillip. This guy, oh man, this guy's honestly, he called me today and was just ranting about some of the new things that he found with his methods and stuff. This guy is an absolute binary beast. Okay. Honestly, that's what I have to call him. I'm not a binary guy at all, but this guy is just murdering it when it comes to binary. And if you don't know what binary is, it's just a fancy way of saying turbo trading. So if you look here, if we look at this little screenshot that I stole from him, doesn't know I stole it, but I did. But basically, if we look at the start times, he started a trade at 4:30. Well, pretty much all 4 of these trades at 4:30. They ended at 4:32. So 2 minutes. Okay. And he invested $250 for every single one. He won all 4 with a payout of $425. So that means he made $1,700 in 8 minutes. Truly. 2 minutes if you look at the times, actually. But let's just say 8. How's that sound, guys? Like, wouldn't you like to drop a yes in the comment box if it would be awesome to make $1,700 in 8 minutes right now? I want to see what you guys have to say, because I wish I could make it right now. God, yes, please. Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. This is blessed. So happy I found this. Can't wait to get started. Mind-blowing. Amazing. Awesome. Like, it would be pretty sweet, right? So, and he has testimonials as well. He helped our student Daniel make $1,000 in only 7 days, all from binary. So he definitely has a solid strategy behind him, and he gave his entire strategy in his 60 to 120-second binary strategy with the Forex Fortune Factory package. And you guys, those who decide to take action today, to get that exact strategy with the package. Okay? Sound awesome, right? All right, so let's talk about what else do you need. I want there to be 0 excuses for you guys to succeed with this, because I want to create winners. I want more and more testimonials. That's what we do this for. So what else do you guys need? Can anybody guess it? If you can't, it's totally fine. But I wanted to make sure that you guys have 0, 0, 0 excuses to be successful. So the one thing that you need for the first bonus is you guys are going to get a Forex tax handbook. Okay? So since we expect you guys to come in, start murdering the markets, start taking your money back from these big banks, we want you guys to be able to handle all your new profits, pretty much. Like, we already know that, the banks are after your money. We don't want Uncle Sam, the IRS, coming after you either. So we put together at the most simple level a Forex tax handbook that will help you out to handle all your new profits. Obviously, disclaimer, we aren't CPAs, so we definitely recommend that you, consult with your own personal CPA. We recommend it entirely. But like I said, at the most basic level, we did put together a Forex tax handbook so you guys can be successful and keep more money in your pocket. Okay. So what else do you need? Can anyone guess this? Now that you know that, like, what else do you need to be successful with this strategy and with this package? I see someone's just said profits. Yeah, I mean, that too. But, you guys, we want to make sure that you guys are successful. So you guys are going to get bi-weekly hot seat coaching with me and my partner. Every single 2 weeks, we basically hop on a webinar. I know you guys are muted right now. All you have is the chat box, but we hop on a webinar every 2 weeks. It's pretty much just open floor. So, like, it's all our guys or guys and girls that have questions. So you could pretty much hop on. We unmute you so you can talk. We'll share our screen. We'll pull up charts. We'll go through questions, whatever. It's like a very, very intimate feeling so that you can make sure that you're successful in this market. Okay? We want to make sure you guys have 0 excuses to succeed, and that you guys are going to be making money hand over fist every single time, getting your questions answered. Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to get again. You're going to get lifetime access to the Forex Fortune Factory and group chat, and not to mention the Facebook group. You're going to get the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads. You're going to get the Forex tax handbook, the binary mastery courses, plus you're going to get the bi-weekly Q&A hot seat coaching with me and my partner, which totals up to a total value of $8,185. Okay, now another bonus for you guys. We're not finished yet. You guys are actually going to get an exclusive video to the Brian Tracy show interview that my partner and I had with Mr. Brian Tracy, and it was aired on Fox, ABC, NBC, and CBS. We're just talking about our movement pretty much just, telling the world really that we want to change 1,000 lives with our Forex training. Really just repping our movement. So you guys are going to get an exclusive video access to it, so that you guys can see that we went on public television to tell people about our movement, and that you guys are the forefront of our purpose. Okay, so once more, let's talk about what you're going to get. You're going to get the lifetime access to the Forex Fortune Factory and group chat and Facebook group. You're going to get the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads, the Forex Tax Handbook, the Binary Mastery courses, the Brian Tracy Show interview, the bi-weekly Q&A hot seat coaching that totals up to a total value of $11,182. Okay. Now, let me pause here for just a second. I'm not going to actually charge you guys $11,182, okay? Even though I believe that it costs that much. And I'm sure some of you guys on here believe the same, just from what I've shown you so far. Like, I'm not going to charge you that much. But if all this did was finally give you an extra source of income that could potentially bring you an extra $2,000 to $5,000 per month, would it be worth $11,000? Because, I mean, 5,000 times 12 months in a year, that's $60,000. That's a huge return. So would it be worth it? Would it be worth $11,000? You could put your answers in the comment box if you like. God, definitely. I'm getting started ASAP. What's the real price? Yes. We got a no way. That's fine. I understand. But how about this? If all this did was give you a firm understanding of the Forex market and how to remain in the top 10% of profitable traders, would it be worth $11,000? Okay, that one's moving a lot faster. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, like, it would. Absolutely. I agree with you guys. And if all this did was free up your time and energy from a traditional 9-to-5 job so that you can focus on the things that you actually care about, like school, travel, and family, would it be worth it? I need to jump on this. Absolutely. Yes. Of course. Definitely. Most definitely. Okay. Yes. Got yes again. Okay. And it most definitely would. It's like most of us on here are very smart people. I'm going to assume that if you stay with me this long, you're very smart. So, it most definitely would be worth it. And, when I was pricing this, I had two choices. My first option was I could go as cheap as humanly possible and try to sell as many as I could, but it wouldn't really incentivize me to really, really stack on the value. Like, if I had all these people flooding through the door, how would I, be able to commit to hopping on a webinar with you guys every 2 weeks to make sure that you're getting your answers taken care of, or I'm sorry, your questions taken care of with proper answers? How could I handle, the day-to-day when I have all these people coming in and the support teams and stuff? Like, I wouldn't be able to really stack on the value. So it brought me to my second option. It requires a little bit higher investment, of course, but in exchange, I can devote more time and resources and effort and energy to guarantee your guys' success. Okay? I can put more time and effort behind you guys. You know what I'm saying? I could dedicate those 2 times a month where we hop on a webinar and we answer questions. I can get back to people faster. You get what I'm saying? So, what would this strategy be worth to you if you had to price it? One successful strategy. Would it be $2,000 a month, $6,000 a month, more? How much would this strategy be worth to you? Okay, one perfect strategy. How much would you pay to get one perfect strategy? Give me some examples. I want to see it in the chat box. I got 10,000, 11,000. Okay, stole that one from me. 15,000, priceless. That's a way better answer. I got a couple pricelesses. Yeah, no. 5. Okay, that's fine. 7,000. Okay, so I would agree. One perfect strategy could definitely be worth a ton of money, if not priceless. Okay, so like let's say remember Devin, the Devin that started with $1,000 and he made $850 in profit his first week, and then made 5,000 in profit his second week. That's almost $6,000 in 2 weeks. Okay, $6,000. So you can see why this is a good deal at $5,000 investment. Okay. Now, here's the thing though. We don't actually charge $5,000 to invest in this. It's really actually $997 for the general public. Okay. But because you guys decided to spend an hour and a half with me, just listening to me talk and teaching you guys and stuff, because you're so special, you guys can get started right now for just $329. One payment of $329 right now. All you have to do is go to forexfortunefactory.com/go. You're going to be taken to a page where you'll see a picture of me and my partner, and you'll be able to go ahead and purchase from there. But you can get started right now for one payment of $329. Okay. Now, before we close up here, I want to leave this with you guys, just a couple nuggets. $329 money in general is disposable. Okay, it's all disposable. I want you guys to take that same $329 that you would use on whatever, going out to the bars and going out with your friends and going to the movies and video games or whatever you do in your spare time. I want you to use that same $329 and invest in yourself. Okay? I want you guys to invest in yourself. I don't want you guys to be like this guy. Okay? Please don't be like this guy. Because this is how I was. I'm still programmed. I've been out of a job just doing my own thing with Forex for the last year now. And I'm still programmed to wake up at the same time because my job. At 5 something in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. Don't be like this guy. Don't be a person just going through the motions, just going through the day-to-day, just because you didn't want to spend that $329 that you would use when you go out with your buddies or go out with your friends or on move tickets and all this fun stuff. Don't be like this guy because you didn't want to take time to invest in yourself. Okay? And just so it makes you guys feel better, just in case, we do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay? Now, I'll be real with you guys. I do not like money guarantees. Like, I really don't. And the reason why is because I feel like it is an excuse for the less driven, okay? For the people that they like to make excuses for why things don't work for them. They don't force things to work for them. They don't want to work hard. They like the idea of a guarantee, like, oh, if I go halfway with this, if I dip my toes in the water, I have the ability to pull out at any time if I don't like the temperature. Okay? If this is you, that's like, I don't want to market to you. I don't want to talk with you guys. I want to talk to the people that are ready to get in, that are ready to be successful in this because they understand the blueprint and they're ready to take action today and continue to take consistent action. But to make you guys feel more comfortable, we do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee because we really don't need the $329. Like, truly, we're Forex traders. Like, the best part is we literally don't have to leave our rooms to make money. We could be in a dark room, never see human contact. or have human contact, never see the light of day, and still be making 20 to 30,000, even more per month. So, but we put it there so you guys can feel comfortable. We really do care about helping you guys. Okay. So once again, you guys are going to get the lifetime access to the Forex Fortune Factory and group chat. You're going to get the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads, the Forex Tax Handbook, the Binary Mastery courses, the Brian Tracy Show interview, the biweekly Q&A, hot seat coaching, total value of $11,182. And you guys are going to get it today for one payment of $329, while everyone else is getting it for $997. Okay. I'm going to definitely be running some Q&As. You guys can definitely drop all your questions that you may have for me. Oh, and by the way, I did promise you guys a uh-oh, that was my fault. 1 second, guys. I promised you guys a free training. So if you guys want to grab that, you can head over to blackfridayforex.com/blueprint. But like I said, I will be running some Q&As. I want you guys to head over. As you can see, it's available on the page, so you guys can grab it just by hitting add to cart. I see some people have already grabbed it. But in the meantime, you guys can drop your questions, and I'll be happy to answer them really quick, okay? But just once again, just to go back over it, you're going to get the lifetime access to the Forex Fortune Factory and group chat, the Forex Fortune Factory study guides and downloads, Forex Tax Handbook, Binary Mastery courses, the Brian Tracy Show interview, and the bi-weekly Q&A hot seat coaching. We actually had one earlier today, and it was awesome. So you guys are getting all that, $11,000 value for $329. So I'm excited for all the people that have already signed up. I see quite a few people have already jumped on the opportunity. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them on me. All right. Let's see. Any questions for me, guys? Okay, I got a question about brokers. So brokers, we actually have a list of recommended brokers in the members area. It's on the actual. It's actually on the very first video. So don't worry about that. But you guys can also, feel free to do your own research on brokers and things of that sort. But we have some ones that we personally use. We've tested them out and everything, and you can use those in the members area. Starting deposits. Okay, that's also in the very first video. But what I recommend though, before you worry too much about your starting deposit, is that you start up a demo account, which we show you how to do in the very first video as well. And you can use that to practice, so it's just like using live money. You can kind of really learn from your mistakes with the demo account. You're using fake money. So, the risk is very, very low. Let's see. Okay, somebody asked if they will have access to me directly. Yes. Okay, so basically, we have like a Facebook group, and then we also have a group chat. We've started trying to migrate more to the Facebook group because, everyone's on Facebook. But we're very active in it, honestly, even with like 400 some students. We kind of pride ourselves on how quickly we can get back to everyone. And that's not even including all the messages and questions that we get just from our personal social media. So if you guys did have a personal question that you guys want to ask, we get them all day long. We get back to you as soon as possible, so you don't have to worry about that. And then on top of it, we have the biweekly Q&As, which are an awesome environment. Everyone's there. Was the people that actually need help, and we just go over everything that you could possibly need help on. I'm trying to go through your questions. Let's see. You guys are showing a lot of love. I see that. Awesome. See some people that are I'm in. I see a couple of those. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay, trying to go through your questions. Sorry, just reading some of these. If I don't get your question, I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to pick the ones that I feel would be relevant to everyone. But if you wanted to really get a question answered, and I don't answer it in these next few minutes, you can send me an email to the email here, the support@visiontradingnetwork.com. Send me an email there, and I will get back to you, I promise. Oh, and one thing that I did not mention, and I'm actually kind of mad that I just now remembered it because a few people have hopped off. If you absolutely do not have the 329 today, what I would like you to do is shoot an email to support@visiontradingnetwork.com and ask to hold your spot. Because what we will do is hold that price for you for 3 days, 72 hours. So this current offer, it's like super quick. It's only for the people that attended the webinar. But if you absolutely don't have it, you get paid Friday or whatever the case may be, we'll hold it for you for 72 hours. Okay. Let's see. Trying to get through all these questions. You guys could drop them in here. Drop your questions all you need to. I'm just trying to pick the ones that I feel like everyone will kind of get some value from. Okay. Okay, I see another person asked about the private mentorship. Um, if you guys are asking about like working with me one-on-one, I actually have not opened that up yet. Just because it's right now, it's a little bit easier to work with a group setting. I've only trained one student, and he became my first millionaire student. I have not opened that up to the public yet. And I also, even when I do open it up to the public, I will be very, very selective. So if that's what you guys are meaning by personal mentorship, then you guys got to kind of wait for that one. But for now, you still kind of get the personal mentorship. We go above and beyond as much as we can to make sure you guys feel the rapport between, just you and I, or my partner and you, whatever the case may be. So don't you worry. Um, See, someone asked about Cottrell, my business partner. Yes. You do have access to him as well. He's in the chats and all that stuff, so don't worry. Let's see. Trying to get through some of these questions. Okay. I have someone who's asking, trying to make sense of the question. Okay, so I think they're asking about the money back guarantee. Like I said, the money back guarantee, we want to kind of see like how, like if you even use the training. If you use the training and you're dissatisfied, we want to hear about it so we can improve, of course. Um, if you didn't use it at all and you're trying to ask for a refund on like the last day, that's gonna kind of throw up a red flag for us. But we're reasonable. We talk with you about it and just kind of see what actually went wrong and why you're requesting the refund. But it's not too in depth, and we're pretty lenient about it. But we just want to make sure, because a lot of people could try to steal the training and things of that sort. So to answer your question about money back guarantees, we do fulfill them. We just want to make sure what actually went wrong because we are trying to improve. Um, all right, guys. Well, I think that we can end it here. Um, Honestly, I think this was an awesome webinar. You guys were great. I've been reading your comments and replying to some of them, and it's been awesome. So I appreciate you guys for being so engaged and just showing all the love that you've been showing all this whole webinar. Like I've seen uh, so much love. Honestly, like this is one of my best webinars yet, where you guys are just like, "You're awesome," and just blowing my mind. So you guys are great. I appreciate it. I'm going to end it here, though. I just want to make sure that you guys hear it one more time. You guys can go to forestfortunefactory.com/go to grab the training, or you can grab it from the add to cart button. And then also, if you have any questions or you're trying to lock in your spot for 72 hours, shoot an email to support at visiontradingnetwork.com saying, hey, I was on the webinar. I would like to lock in my spot. Or just say, hey, I still had questions. Can you answer these for me? And we'll get back to you. My support team will get back to you right away. And if not, I'll get back to you right away. So sound good, guys? You guys have a good time today? Have a good time? There's still quite a few of you guys on here, so appreciate you guys sticking to the end with me, the last few seconds. God, yes, that's what I wanted to see. I see a few yeses coming in, so that is awesome. You guys enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed myself, and I appreciate you guys dearly. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, I will see you on the other side, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a good one.